Hello everybody, Reaper X1 here again, back in the R&D or NeuTecha secret lab as I started to call it, just so it fits a little nicer with the whole theme of the NeuTecha project. And this time we're here for a little bit different. We got our supervisor for the forge all built up last time, or one video before last. We got the turret for the door defense built in the last one. Well, it got me thinking. I should welcome you to this episode first. And also, I do thank you for joining me. And my frickin' cab was on that way, so yeah, I forgot about that. We'll switch things around. And also, let's see if we can make a good one happen. So far, it's going pretty nice. We got things just flying together, setting up nice. Oh, I'm loving it. But with all those precautions we were taking with the forge, it got me thinking, what if the worst comes to worst? And, we have some issues where, what if we have a fire? Make believe kind of, we'll figure that out, story-wise. But what if, per se, there was a fire? Well, we need a fire department. We need our emergency services. So I figured, let's make a fire station. I thought it was a very good idea. And as you can see, that's what I'm starting to build. Now, I know it's a little weird, because a fire station with hardwood floors, it kind of seems like it might just catch on fire. But we're hoping it don't. If it does, man, our fire department's a real hurting unit. But we're going to get the building all built up first. And then from there, we'll just see what we can come up with for a vehicle, like a fire engine. And, I don't know, maybe we'll even make an actual fireman. We'll have at least the one fireman there, or fire person. I'm going to make him a dude, just because I'm a dude, I guess. But, that doesn't say we can't have fire women. Because we're open to all kind of ideas. And equal opportunities for everybody, Like I always say, we don't discriminate. We like to involve as many people as we can. And that's what we're hoping to do. And if you'd like to get in on this NeuTecha project, not a problem. All you got to do is go down into the description of this video, or just about any of my videos, in the last long time. And look for the NeuTecha project link. Follow it on through. Check out the very first post. Read it through. Watch the video. It's got very handy information on how to build citizens. Like that little feller there. Ain't he a nice looking dude? That's me. Of course I'm going to say nice things about him, right? But I think he turned out pretty good too. But as in any fire station, we need our desk. Our dispatch. But like I was saying, I'm going to make one, I think. I kind of want to make at least one fireman, and then, or fire person. We'll put it like that, just to be a little more PC, But then, other than that, we can always have more. Now, we're only going to have the one truck in this station, because I'm going to just make believe it's a very effective fire engine, and it's going to do the job no matter how big the blaze. But maybe we need, 2 or 3 fire persons to run around and, get into positions, get everything, how are we going to do water? We're really going to have to make believe on that one. But hey, that's no problem. Maybe we'll even figure something out. We'll use something that kind of imitates the idea of a hose shooting water. Maybe a plasma cannon of sorts. They got that new EXP plasma flamethrower. It's kind of blue. It doesn't necessarily look like water flowing out of it, but maybe we could do something with that. That we'll have to figure out when the time comes. But at least we're going to have the station. And if all goes well, we'll have a truck and a fire person ready. Just in case the worst comes to worst. And other than that, I don't know. I was thinking of a police station. But I don't think we're going to actually have police. I think we're going to go more the military kind of thing. And other than that, we're policed by ourselves. The military, that's just for when outside forces come to wreck our day, and then, we're going to throw some hurting at them. We're not going to take their crap. Not happening, Captain. But we got to get our emergency services done, so we are guarded from, forces in nature. Lightning strikes, and that causes a fire. Jeez, burn our whole frickin' houses down. That would suck. We ain't into that. Yeah. Get us some lettering on here, because, all fire stations have their lettering, so people know what that building is for. Didn't really have a lot of room, so I'm going to short form this. we'll give her some abbreviated title. And I think NFD should... I guess that can stand for a bunch of things, eh? Huh. We're going to just assume that it's NeuTecha Fire Department. Because I guess there is some other ones that may not be that great of a meaning depending how you think of it. I'm not going to say them though, because they could be highly inappropriate. Now, let's get this spaced out a little better, and I think we'll be doing all that much better with it. There. It's a little more even. Looks more presentable to me, at least. But hey, if you got any suggestions, comments, ideas, read down in them comments. It'd be great to read from you. You know, even the hellos are pretty damn sweet. Because we are just here having fun, trying to have fun, hopefully making the good ones. And if you'd like to join in, you are more than welcome. And other than that, you know, you could also think about the like button, the subscription button, that dinging of the bell. That's always a good idea. And I'd also recommend maybe checking out the rest of the channel. Because it's not just this game I play. You might find some other ones you're interested in. But hey, I don't blame you if it's just a TerraTech. Because, I don't know, I've been playing this game for 3 years and there's a frickin' reason for it. I really like it. I like the building. I like the creativity of it. I like the options we're getting. Or that we have. And then even the ones that I've been hearing that we're going to get possibly. Because I know they'd really like to do co-op creative, at least. Now, a lot of us have been suggesting co-op campaign. Now, that would be epic. I think that would be really dang cool. That's a bigger challenge, so we'll have to wait for that one a little bit. If it's going to happen. I'm not saying it is. I don't have any inside info other than what I've read on the forums, and I know they'd like to. But as far as when and if, we'll have to wait and see for that one. But I think that's a pretty good little fire station we got there. But now, we got to get us a vehicle in this. Because you can have a fire station all you want. You could even have a person standing in there. But if you ain't got a truck to get your stuff there and get your crew there, you ain't going to put nothing out. You can go stand by the fire and roast marshmallows, but that's about all you're going to do. Spit on it, throw some water at it. Hope it rains. Maybe do a little rain dance, hope it does something good. Now, we're going to build us a truck. But, you know, if you happen to still be down thinking about that description idea in the NeuTecha project, like, you know, there is another link down there. It's for the Third Showcase. And that's one of those things where your cool and original text, if you so happen to like, you could post them on that thread that it takes you to, and from there, we'll make a video out of it. You can share your ideas, inspire others, and help make a good one happen. All you gotta do is have some cool and original text. Those are the requirements. I think all of us TerraTechians, builders, I think we can pull that off pretty easy. There's been always a lot of cool ideas floating around in the forums and on Steam that I've seen, and why not share them? If you like. It's up to you. I don't mind. I enjoy doing it, because a lot of the time I get great ideas from the stuff I see and the stuff I showcase. So it makes a good one right there, I believe. Now, the tricky thing is trying to get a convincing grill on this thing. I really don't like too much of that. It's too far apart with the bars. We're going to leave that there for now. I'll come back to it when I got a little better idea. Maybe we'll try something different down the road, but if that works, that's what we end up with. That's not bad either. Yeah, do that, even her out a little bit. Nice. Now, I figured the Hawkeye on the bottom just because it might scrape bottom a little bit. Because this one I'm going for more looks. I don't really expect to get hung up too much. I may deal with that a little bit down the line, but for now I just want to keep it looking as nice as I can, go for visuals, and as long as it'll drive, steer, and yeah, I don't think I'm going to put many weapons on it, if any. It's supposed to be a rescue vehicle, not a destruct you and pick your parts up vehicle. But it does need to be quick, so we're going to load this thing up with the rockets, as you see, and it does need to be able to survive long enough to get there, so we're going to load it up with batteries and bubbles, so we know we're getting to every emergency safely and in a timely fashion. because I've never seen a really slow fire truck. They always can get up and go when they got stuff, and they make the moves. But I hear they have a heck of a time turning around, so I guess we could be quite accurate with that, you know. Maybe this thing might not have the best turning ability, but we'll see what happens. Get a little more color to this, though. Because I know most fire trucks, well, in my area, they're a lot of red. A little bit of chrome trims and, you know, some writing and stuff on them, but mostly red. I know in the other towns around me, they got yellow. I think there's even an orange one if you go out a little farther. Which orange is a kind of a cool color, but I don't know. I like the red myself, so that's why I decided to go with it. See if we can get something lined out here a bit for wheel wells. So I think we got most of the important stuff in there already, as far as survivability and speed. Like, well, that's going through. Okay, yeah, it's not the tightest of turners, but it works fairly good. Like, that wasn't too bad right there. But that's with rockets on. And it still can anchor, so that's always nice. It won't run away on us when we're parked, because that would suck. Oh, fire, fire, fire! Hey, where's the truck? Dude, didn't you put the e-brake on? No. Oh. And then we might look across the road, per se, and it's crashed into something, or maybe it's ran somebody over. Then we need an ambulance. And as of right now, we don't have one, so we can't take risks like that. We got to make sure this thing is safe as possible. Keep it in where it's supposed to be at all times, because we don't want no runaway fire trucks. Those things are big. Even at a rolling speed, they could do a lot of damage to stuff. Yeah, I'm liking that. That's one thing I thought. We'll get a lot of good use out of these angled venture blocks on this build with all the red that we want, or that I want. And I like the curviness. Curves are cool. Very, very nice. But they also become a challenge. Like, how am I going to build this so it looks good, and I get the most color coverage of what I want? Because I want more red than I want to see of the white and the blue. I wish we could just select them to be like one solid color for that core. So like if I want all blue on that block, it's completely blue. Or if I want all red, it's all red on that block. Now I understand the venture colors are red, white, and blue. The American colors, which is cool. But why can't we pick and choose, you know? Because sometimes maybe I don't want to see the little blue or the white. Or maybe I don't even want to see the red. Maybe I want all white, like I was saying. I think it would be a nice little feature. And like GSO, they could have the option between gray and white. I guess Hawkeye is kind of limited to pretty much black. And maybe a grayish color. Because of the arrows and stuff. And I guess Geocore would be mainly just yellow. Yeah. I guess they could be yellow and black. Because they got black in their wheels and trim and stuff like that on their parts. I guess black should probably be one of the options for all the cores, though, because there's usually some kind of black somewhere in the parts. At least the wheels. I don't know, I'd really like that, or just have the colored blocks with these kind of shapes. But maybe they don't have the same attributes as these blocks for the cores. So we can make more color-dedicated things. We can make things cleaner, more visually appealing, because you don't get that mix of color that the colors you don't really want. But anyway, let's get us a cab built here, because I was thinking of having the driver just built right in, but then I got thinking I'd kind of like part of the story to be like the available stories to be where the fire person's getting into the truck. You know, maybe they gotta like wake up. They go run into the truck. They get in the truck. They get the truck unanchored, or, you know, pop the e-brake. And then they're gone. They're on their way to the emergency. And then from there, you know, the little person jumps out. He gets down, does his thing, you know, gets ready, puts out a fire. I think that'd be kind of a neat little story at some point. Yeah, we got some headlights put on this too. But yeah, also, anyone who's involved with the NeuTecha project, and you happen to be watching this, I hope you're watching this. If you got any ideas for stories, like just basic ideas, like One that I was thinking of is, since I'm building a fire station, is, oh no, my house is on fire, kitchen fire. So maybe that would be like the first fire truck mission, or storyline mission. Because I'd like to make this kind of not just a bunch of building and, me placing things, but I want to get a little bit of storytelling in it too. Because sometimes I get right creative and I can even come up with a decent story. But when we get to that point, just keep in mind that everyone's welcome to put in their own story or their own ideas. The only thing is you need to be a citizen. We're not just going to accept random stories from just anybody. Because that's could just overwhelm the whole pool of ideas. Even though they're good ideas, I could see a lot of good ideas coming in that way. But I think the people who are citizens, who have built a citizen and built a home and built stuff for this project, they get priority at least. Of course, they get the priority of their ideas being considered over and above any other ideas. So I might not even limit it to just citizens, but I'm just going to put it that they get priority. As long as the stories are reasonable, acceptable, and, appropriate. So I don't know, do I want to really go with that? I don't know, having two wheels that close to the front doesn't really make me think good things about it. We do need a little longer. A stubby little fire truck just don't look right. Our cab is fairly big to have it that short. But, our fire people, they have to be able to be comfortable, maneuver, and, well, they have to be able to get in and out. And I don't want to have, like, a special size requirement for each, like, for this job. And then it could, end up being, oh, well, this job, no, it's just this size. No. We're going to stick with our overall size, our suggested size limits for citizens, and we're just going to make everything fit to that. I think that's going to be a lot better to do. Yeah, I kind of like the looks of that. We're going to have two wheels up at the front. We'll have three at the back. We got our space in between, so hopefully that'll keep the wheels steering the right way when you want to turn. Because the back should go opposite to the front, so you get like a... See what I mean? They kind of like crab walk kind of thing. I think it's referred to when you get it out in real vehicles. Or no, that's when you can drive kind of sideways, but this will give us a better turning radius. It goes along fairly good with those boosters kicked in, but we might need a little more juice to them. That fuel was running out pretty quick. So we're just going to kind of fill in wherever we can. We're going to try and make the best use of our space as possible. Get some health in here too, because as we're banging through the terrain, we might just take some damage to that underbelly. Because we really don't have nothing, no wheels or nothing under there yet, and I'm not sure if I want to. We're just going to kind of build, and we'll just see what happens. Things will get good as we go. Them's my hopes, at least. I think it will. And usually, I'm not trying to toot my own horn, but I usually got a pretty good idea of how things will turn out before I start. And then from there, I've actually surprised myself, and things have turned out better than I thought they would. And then, well, I've actually disappointed myself a few times, too, because, well, things just didn't work out at all. Those builds, well, they're rough. Like my piggy. My big piggy didn't work out very good. I can't re-anchor him. Something with the hovers. It doesn't allow me to re-anchor. And that was before the big hover buff. So I can just imagine what that thing would do now. I'd never be able to keep up with it. But yeah, as you can see, I finally decided I really don't care for that girl. So we're going to do something a little different. I got an idea that I think would be handy. Yeah, we'll just throw a couple of them in there. Build that in. That looks nice. Now, if they stay the other way I put them, turn back. It kind of looks like the grill. So, that might be pretty cool. Now we just got to get them in there in a way that is going to maximize the grill look and take away the bottom base of those missiles. So we're going to just move that like that. And I think if we put another two up above, I think that'll work out nicely. It's not 100%, but it looks better, I think, than the other one I had going on there. So now, yeah, let's do something like that. Switch them around. Yeah, now I can get into that. Yeah, that looks alright for now. We may change it later, but for now, that's pretty damn cool, I believe. Yeah, so there's will be our steps to get up into the truck. It's a little narrow, but you know, our fire people, they're going to have very agile abilities. They're going to get up there so quick, you're going to think they flew. Hint, hint, hint. It's good to be able to fly. Or jump really good. Because that's the way I'm using the flight. A lot of the time with the citizens is like they can jump. I don't necessarily want them to be able to fly like for hours. But just as another little kind of addition to this project, I thought let's get some resource handling in it. Get some charging. Get a little sales out of it. Not really to make the money or to really power the truck, but just as a way to get rid of as many resources as possible. So I can see us running down some trees. We got the plows in the front, and this thing does go fairly good. I think I missed that last one, what speed it said, but I think it'll hit about 85. And that should knock down a tree, or two, or four. I'm just hoping it doesn't beat the snot out of our truck doing that. I'm going to try and be careful with it too, though, because, well, I don't want to beat it up if I don't have to. I don't know, I should charge it up quick. Got 24 solar gens. Should be alright. Yeah, this, oh man, I like it when the blocks go on that quick. I just wish I could do that. Yeah, I sped it up a wee bit. Like a lot. There, I'll cover all that in as best we can. Try and make it look nice. Even it out on both sides. That'd be another cool addition to this game if we had mirror mode for building. I know planes, a lot of people have recommended that for planes. But I think it'd work great for everything. Have it optional. I know there's a game I tried that was recommended to me a while ago, StarMade. It had some pretty good mirror mode. And after you figure it out, it does really speed things along. So we got to this point here, and now we're getting a little more into how we're going to use these angles and curves, which again slows us down a little bit because this needs to look a little streamlined, you know, like it wants to go somewhere. I don't want just a traditional big blocky fire truck look going on, because I know a lot of them are like a big rectangular 3D block in real life even. There ain't really much character to a lot of the cabs. So I want to make mine a little different. I missed it again. How fast did I go? It does 39 in reverse. So we'll get a little more resource handling back here just in case we are zooming along too fast and the first ones can't pick it up. I am going to use the GSO receivers on it, so they get a little better pickup and they can hold more than the Venture ones. So I'm thinking they should work pretty good. And yeah, I should probably try and remember to put a pacemaker block on this, because then I can set it to turbo and then we'll handle them even better. Yeah, well, hopefully I remember to do that. But, you know, since we are just kind of putting red blocks on here for a minute, maybe I should probably mention a few other things that are kind of going on with this channel. You know, things like the multiplaying on a Sunday for a multiplayer Monday. If you're into the deathmatch multiplayer rounds and all that, you're more than welcome to join me on Sundays at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I host rounds just about every week, unless I got something I got to do. And from there, we'll make the rounds happen. We'll get a good one going, and we'll see who blows up most. The last couple rounds, I've been blowing up quite a bit. So, I know a lot of people are getting some practice in. They're really getting into it. We're getting some new and different players on there. And honestly, I don't mind losing. I find it interesting, It's not like I'm going to cry and shut her off and say, no, I'm not playing no more. Wah. No, I don't do that. I'm here for the fun, and blowing up is part of that. I give the people credit when they take me out. Not saying I'm going down without a fight, though. I'm going to give my shots as much as I can, so be prepared. I don't go out easy. There, now that confirms. That's our loading spot for our fire person. Now, I wonder how long that lasts. That's actually a pretty good lasting time for the fuel, even with it on, sped up like that. Because you figure I've sped this video up at least 4 times. I'm actually not sure how that works out, because it doesn't give me a percentage or a times 4 when I speed it up with the program I use. It just, you put it to where you want it. You shrink the video. I've never really found a way to tell. I've never really looked into it either. I just look for the results I want and I go with that. Just how I build. I build until I get the results I'm after, or I change my idea. Depending on what I'm doing, that's sometimes possible. Sometimes it's not that easy. I've had that kind of backfire on me a few times. Takes a small build and ends up being a big build because I got my ideas changed or different, or I got inspired to change them a couple times and I ended up making monsters. Which is fine because I love the big builds. I find you can do a lot more with the bigger builds as far as complexity in that. And I do like to challenge myself. Right now I'm challenging myself to make this look as nice as I possibly can. And I'm trying to use as much red as I can and only use other colors for trims and accents. I just wish those big yellow lights coming in a red, because they kind of stand right out there. But we'll work with what we got. Now that looks like a pretty convincing back end of a fire truck, I think. Now we just gotta get it. It's gonna be a ladder truck, I believe. I think I like that idea. Put that like so. Maybe one more layer. That might be nice. Give us some height to it. Like that. Get it all rounded or angled out. Looking pretty like. Oh yeah. That actually looks pretty good like that. I like that. Let's get us a ladder built. Now this, I would really like it to be able to be a movable ladder. Like extendable, just like a real fire truck. But that ain't gonna allow me to keep it this size. No way I could keep it this size. Just because I'd have to have a separate thing in there to have it tilt up. So now it's 2 techs. I'd need each section of the ladder to be their own tech and to be movable some way, either with propellers, jets, or resource power. Resource would be the ideal one because it's powerful, it won't stop. It'll blow itself apart before it's stopped. So it's way stronger than rockets even. So I'm thinking something like that as far as the base for the ladder, and I don't know. I might leave it like that. I might put another section on it, make it look more believable. I just wanted to get this front rounded out a bit, because I've been really kind of wanting to try and do the front, because that's going to give me a better feel what I want to do with the rest. Because I know you may think, oh, you did building. Well, no, I like to think of it as a little bit of art in it. Especially with a build like this, because it's not meant for battle. It's meant to look a specific way, but my interpretation of that. And if you have interpretations of fire trucks that you'd like to build, or you have built, and you want to send them in and share them, more than welcome. If you happen to want to put them in for NeuTecha, I hope you join in as a citizen if you haven't already. But just let me know, and we'll see what we can do. Yeah, I think it looks a lot better with a second section in there. I'm going to leave that like that. I do like that a lot better. So now let's see how we get in there. Oh, a little bit of a jump. Oh, not enough headroom. It's a little tight fit, but you know, fire people, they have to be agile. They have to be able to get in and out of that. And they're more of a skilled personnel than just, I'm going to clumsy my way into a big door. So I find that to be okay. I'm going to leave it the way it is. I might tune up the top a little bit around the roof, just because it could use something. A little more headroom. But as far as the overall bottom floor dimension, that's going to stay, I think. At least the way I'm thinking right now. That could change, though. Get that rounded out, so hopefully the person driving does not get too close to anything on the sides that gets jammed up and can't get back out of. Because if you get stuck in there, well, that would suck. Especially if there's a house or something burning right there and then you're stuck in your truck. Oh, horrible day, horrible day. Yeah, a little more there. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Yep, liking it. Yeah, I don't know, I can get behind that. We got all our controls in there. We got some lights up top. Get that rounded out a little different. Yeah, there. That seems to be a little more visually appealing to me. Not sure about that, though. We'll see for now. We'll just build on through it. So a lot of the time I do that. I'll put some parts on. If I'm questionable about them, I'll just move on. And if it keeps bugging me, and it keeps drawing me back to it, like you see there, it kept drawing me back, and oh, gotta go. Yeah, there we are. That's nicer. And if it keeps drawing me back, it gets taken out and changes are made. Oh, yeah, like that. I think we'll just stick with the flat armor. We don't need no sticking out stuff there. We might not be able to fit in our own fire station if we get too wide. Nice with those bumpers. They make a really good ladder. Nice and easy, really quick. Can't go wrong with it. Now, I got thinking about that problem with armoring, or having the bare bottom with no wheels and being wide. So I was going to armor it all up. But I got thinking, maybe there's another idea we could do. Add some wheels into here. But yeah, these ones, they're going to end up cutting into everything I got built in there a lot. So I don't know if I really want to do that. Maybe like that. Oh, they're actually a little taller than the other ones. So that ain't going to work out the way I wanted. We'll just do that up again. Treads, maybe? That could be good. That'll give us a little better protection under there from getting high-centered and dragging on the ground. Oh, I seen 80. So we have added a little bit of weight to this. It's slowed down a touch, but still, to do 80, I'm good with that. Dang good. But, you know, the more and more I look at it, I'm not really fond of the Hawkeye wheels. So as you can see, we're going to try out some Venture wheels. And they're all squirmy and stuff. But like I was saying, I also am going to build a fire person. And it's going to be a dude. So let's get him all built up here. Now this is a little bit of a longer episode, I know. But I think it's worth it to get all the fire station pieces that I'm going to build right off the bat all in one. Because I could have stretched this out. I could have made, what, 3 videos out of this? Have one for the station, one for the truck, one for the fire person. But I'm just having too much fun. I just want to get her going, get her in there, get her done. Because then I can add it into the actual save. Because this is going to be... I'm thinking on the outskirts of NeuTecha, our first NeuTecha town. Now, the hard part with any citizens, especially when I need them to be able to jump into that spot for the fire person, is you got to be able to control it nicely. So I want to be able to take flight, at least like a little bit, get up off the ground high enough to jump into the truck. I want to be able to go forward, back, and also steer. I wish we had a fireman's hat. The hard hat's close, but it doesn't have the wide brim and the extra little details to it, but... Ooh, that's not letting me back up. Can turn nice, though. That doesn't do too bad, but yeah, I do want to be able to maneuver a little better than that. We take that. Oh, that's all forward. Okay, yep, I get it. How about this? Nope, still too much forward thrust. Or too much thrust at the back. Nope, that ain't enough. So we'll go back to that. Okay, what can we do here? Oh, that seems to be working alright. I think we're just a little unbalanced, though. So, what do I want to do now? Decisions. Having a hard time getting off the ground. Okay, that seems to be back heavy. Yeah, we'll do that. Oh, that's alright. Look at that. That seems to be doing fairly well. Good. Yeah, I'm really liking these two, and well, I haven't really used the one-way thrusters, but the two-way and the five-way thrusters, I've used them quite a bit recently, and they are handy. That tells you what, handy. Like that. Put that on there. Just, I know it's a little longer than the 5. Oh, look at him go! He even gets a pretty wicked lean to him. So let's see how he gets up into here. He can do it, I believes. I do. Oh, he actually gets up too high. Oh, nice. I'm liking that. Now, I made him a little shorter in hopes that he'll get in there nice and easy. And as you can see, I modified the roof of the truck to allow a little more headroom. So hopefully even the normal sized citizens will go in there without a problem. So yeah, that's turning out pretty good. We got green and red. I wish we could have other colors for the lights too. I wouldn't mind a blue. Or being able to pick the color of the light. That would be cool. Maybe we could have every color of our color blocks as our lighting options. For maybe there's a special light that has that option. But I like these Hawkeye lights because they're nice and compact. They stay real, you know, they're bright enough that you can see them, but they're not overly bright, and they're small enough where they stay out of the way. Because they take up a whole block in the build, but they're not a whole block in size. So it's really good like that. Well, let's see what our truck does. Now with the new Venture wheels, and I got the treads under there just in case, they're not really doing a whole lot. Well, maybe there because, you know, might be getting touched a little bit. Makes it up that without a hitch. Nice. Oh, look at that. It even soars, keeps nose up. Oh, that's a good one. I don't think it even wanted to tip back, like have the nose go straight vertical in the air. So that might be good. I don't know. I think we did an alright job on this one. Might be a very effective firefighter. And I think it looks good too. I'm liking that build. Give her a little test here. We'll bang through some stuff. We got our fire station all set up here. Yeah, nice. Now we have a spot for it to park. Let's see if it fits. Because I just took a quick count before I started really building. Let's see if I remember the numbers right. Oh, beauty. Oh, yo, tough ball. It's a little tight looking, though. But I think it did alright. And we got him linked in real good now. I was just going to have like a little bar and the ball on there. But then that's 2 blocks you got to move to get your fire person out. So we're going to just have that set up like that. It's 1 block to move, and that's it. Oh, he's excited. He's like, yeah, test drive complete. Ouch, I'm in a corner. My face, my face. He banged his head and stuff. Might even have stubbed his toe almost at the ceiling. Fits pretty good behind the desk. Well, he maneuvers in there with reasonable effort. There we go. We're getting moving. Just gotta get the hang of it. Yeah, I just like the way he leans when he turns in like that. That's cool. He's like, oh, I'm going so fast, I'm falling over, crap. So yeah, I'm liking that. That's going to be a nice addition to NeuTecha, I believe. And what I might do is, I don't know, maybe we'll try and, for every town, we'll make different trucks. Different stuff for them. But we might just reuse these in each town, depending. We'll see what happens as we go. But I think right here, we're going to get ready to almost call this one at an end as we run a few tests just to figure out everything and make sure we didn't miss too much. But I am going to also ask you, if you did enjoy what you saw, maybe it helped you, maybe it inspired you, gave you an idea of some sort, please throw the like down there. Subscribe if you haven't. Ding that bell, it's a very good one to do, because then you'll be notified when I have something new that hopefully you'll want to watch too. And also, visit them comments, because, you know, that's the best spot to bring your awesome to any channel. You can share your ideas, your feedback, your constructive criticisms, all that great stuff. And I tell you, right here on this channel, it never goes unappreciated. And I do try to respond to everybody as quick as I can. I'm not the fastest, but I'm trying. And other than that, why not wander the rest of the channel? Check things out. Hit those links down in the description, because there's, like I was saying, the NeuTecha project, a sort of showcase. There's the multi-playing on a Sunday for a multiplayer Monday. There isn't a link for that, but just a good scheduling thing. But there's also a paypal.me link down there if you'd like to donate a few bucks to the channel. It's set up for 2, but you can change it to whatever you want. It would be appreciated. It'll go right to this channel. But until that next time, just keep being the awesome. Keep having a good one. Bye.